So the 50-60s team will get the first possession. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chamberlain. Robertson is out there with West. Then it's Baylor. And it's Russell in at the power forward. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Here's Doncic. Good work defensively by Baylor. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the 50-60s team. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. James wide open. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
That one goes. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And guys, there are two types of stars. I mean, the guy who makes himself look better, and then there's the guy who makes his teammates look better. Russell is clearly the latter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
You know, one of the things I like about Jokic's game is that he's a great passer for a center. And in many ways, his game reminds me of Vlade Divac's.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
West against Doncic. Russell passes to Baylor. Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
Down low, here's Jokic, and it's sent back by Russell. Pass to Baylor. Inside, Chamberlain. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Chamberlain got 6 points.
Well, right there, on display, the power and body control of big Wilt Chamberlain. He just shrugs off contact as if it doesn't even exist.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Stephen Curry. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
I mean, I think Curry could shoot his free throws blindfolded and still make about 90%.
And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Robertson's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
LeBron against Baylor. Here's Giannis. And it's sent back by Russell.
Great timing there. Outstanding instincts by Bill Russell. Then the long reach. It's a wrap.
Robertson, good.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the 50s, 60s team. And he talked about the group effort that it's going to take to contain Antetokounmpo. He said there's no one player or one way to defend Giannis because he causes foul trouble and he wears guys down. Going to give him different looks and come at him with different guys. We'll see how effective those fresh legs on Antetokounmpo will be tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And the West All-Stars have possession. Trailing by 2. Curry's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Curry against Baylor. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jump shot.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jokic. Chamberlain with the block. And he recovers it. And the shot goes down. Jokic has got 6. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. Robertson passes to Russell. And here is Robertson. Out to West. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Doncic outside. To the middle. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Here's the 50s, 60s team. Robertson dishes to Baylor. Passes it to Chamberlain. The shot. Shot's good from West. West has got his second basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Curry. Nice D from Russell.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On its way from Curry for 2. That shot misses. And the 50-60s team the other way now.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now, here's Doncic. There's the pass to Curry. A 3-ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Here's Curry with the 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound in this one.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 8. Here's James. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
And here is West. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
The dish to Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Robertson kicks to Russell. Dishes it to Chamberlain. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the 50s, 60s team.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Chamberlain no good on the free throw.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
Now, here is George. Lillard outside. Simmons trying to get open. Misses the 3. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. 6-point lead. It's good on the putback.
And that's a sense of the IQ of Kuzi right there. He just knows where to be in transition. One of the more intelligent players we have.
Here's George. The kick out to Brown. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Goes up the baseline, and that one's good. Guerin. And now a 10-point 50-60s team lead. George with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's good.
It's really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick-and-roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick-and-roll situations.
Now, here's George. To the paint, here's Simmons. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still going to knock the shot down.
Brown against Jones. Pass to Guerin. From deep. Rocket 6. They grab their own miss. And he comes up with the deuce. Chamberlain got 12.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Beasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
George finds Lillard. It's good from long range.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Pass to Guerin. And it's sent back by George.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Here's Kuzi. Following the score by Damian Lillard. They double-team Chamberlain. Here's Kuzi. Covered by Lillard. Here's Chamberlain. And the shot goes in. He's got 14.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard outside. Passes it to Simmons. Sabonis kicks to George. And there's the pass to Simmons. 1:09 left to play here in the first. Here's the 50s, 60s team. It's a 5-point game. Here's Kuzi. Outside, Jones. Lets it go with a three. The 50-60s team keeps it going. A new 14-second clock.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Sabonis, the basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kuzi passes to Lucas. Shoots over Brown. Some solid defense from Brown.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Back to the action after this word. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the 50-60s team, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And so Brown will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 3. So on the floor for the 50s-60s team, Jones is out there with Reed. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Guerin in at the 2 spot.
And Brown is just so physically imposing. I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
Wilkins passes to Guerin. "11 feet away. West All-Stars with the rebound. On the wing, Brown. Back to Simmons. And he drops it in from the low post. Simmons got 6.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Jones against Brown. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. And he overshot that one, missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
A tight game here in Atlanta. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Simmons. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Sam Jones.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
I like his even-keeled demeanor, guys. You look at Ben Simmons, never too high or too low. He's got a quiet confidence about him that bodes well for his future.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks. The West All-Stars on D to end the run. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Baylor.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Oh, no one around him. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Robertson outside. Pass to Baylor. Gobert with the defensive effort. James looking it over. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Baylor. Here's Reed. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Reed's got his first points of the game.
And it's about the want to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
Now, here's Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oscar Robertson. That's his second personal foul.
The West All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Jokic has checked in for Rudy Gobert. Then for the 50s, 60s team. Russell comes in for Reed, and West subs in for Wilkins. Both free throws good from Doncic.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
West kicks to Robertson. Good on the triple. Robertson's got 5 now.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Jokic. Paul for 3. That's rebounded by Baylor.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shoots it up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Goes up on the wing, and Oscar Robertson the bucket on the assist by Baylor. Now just a 2-point West All-Star lead. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Baylor. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Baylor's got 4 points now in the quarter. Baylor's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. LeBron passes to Doncic.
know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Baylor. Here's Mikan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to take your medicine and wrap Mikan up because he's a big guy to deal with.
This is his first free throw of the game.
George Mikan at the line for 2.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And really, nobody's had a bigger impact on the NBA than George Mikan. He continues to set the standard for post play. I mean, scoring, defending. Mike improves how an elite big man can change the game.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. Shot to stop the run. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
That 3 ball of Curry damping. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Oh, and here we go. On the Kumbo. Nobody back. It's good. And now it's a 3-point West All-Star lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Elgin Baylor. Outside Curry.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
They get it back. Goes up again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
George Mikan taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Sabonis, he's checked in for the West. Damian Lillard comes in for Luka Doncic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the West All-Stars with possession. They trail by 1. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the...
Outside Curry. Down low, here's Jokic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Jokic has got 10 points in the game. Now here's Robertson. 7 points in the game. Baylor kicks to Robertson. West the bounce pass. Here's Russell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 50-60s team lead by 1.
Just one thing else that separates Russell from other bigs. I mean, the speed to outrun most guys on the court.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. It's rebounded by Baylor. Baylor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Over James. The shot by Baylor, no good. And the West All-Stars have possession. And Lillard kicks to LeBron. Pass to Curry. Over West. Curry can't get it to go.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
To the middle, here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you can hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Lillard misses. And they're on the break. Lots of room. And Oscar Robertson, the bucket on the assist by Baylor. And now a 3-point 50-60s team lead. Curry kicks to Lillard. Outside, Sabonis. Here's Jokic. It's blocked. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. George is checked in for the West. And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. 5. That was terrific.
My goodness. That was just a sick move by George. He's a legendary schooler when it comes to taking the defense to task.
The shot is good by Baylor.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
The West All-Stars have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The West making some changes. Ben Simmons comes in for Jokic. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Curry.
One shot.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And first time out of the game called for the 50s, 60s team.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. On defense, the West All-Stars. They trail by 1. Good work there as it goes.
And you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
George against West.
Jerry West. That's his first personal foul.
Lillard, the pass to Brown. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The three, and it's sent back by Lillard. To the inside. It's stolen by West. Here's the break. Here's Baylor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got 4 assists in the game. Outside, George. He dishes it to Simmons. Sabonis kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Chamberlain. And now, running up the court, West pushing it up. No good from Baylor. Here's the break.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Simmons at the line for 2.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the 50-60s team. Jones comes in for Baylor, and Wilkins subbed in for West. And Simmons drops them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Kuzi, defended by Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Boy, I tell you, for such a big guy, what a remarkably fluid athlete. You can see why he competed and excelled in the high jump in college.
Here's Lillard. He's got 10. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Now here's Wilkins. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Wilkins so unselfish, very unselfish, always looking to pass the ball. Outstanding at finding the open man.
Lillard, the pass to Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out.
Certainly feels that way. I mean, neither one of these teams wants to back down.
And Chamberlain gets it to go.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now Lillard, 13 points in the game. On the wing, Brown. For the 3, connects from 3-point range. Brown's got 5.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The 50-60s team on top, leading by just 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Antetokounmpo out there with LeBron James. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Curry. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And Baylor throws it down.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Doncic kicks to Jokic. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. It's stolen by Curry. Here's James. He doesn't hit that one. And the 50-60s team the other way now.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's West. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Robertson passes to Chamberlain.
Fantastic defensive instincts. Encouraging signs of progress from Jokic.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And here is Robertson. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Will keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Doncic with the steal. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Robertson passes to Chamberlain. Back to Robertson. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Robertson's got 12.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Passes it to LeBron. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, making the right decision off the pick. There aren't many players better. Curry delivers again.
Robertson with it. Now defended by Jokic. Robertson drives in. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Kept alive. Jokic. Count it. And the 50-60 team lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
No good from Robertson. The West All-Stars with the ball. They now take the lead. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
West, and that's good. Lead pass to get it done. West has got it all tied up now for the 50-60s team. West is getting it done tonight efficiently here from the floor, 6 of 10 so far. Curry outside, drills the three-pointer.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Curry's gone 3 of 6 in his three-point shooting tonight. Here's Robertson. It's rebounded by the West. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called the 50s-60s team.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The West making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic, and Paul's subbed in for James. Robertson against Paul. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Elgin Baylor. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Doncic right side. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Doncic no good. Paul against Robertson. And the dunk by Reed.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And that's what Curry will do for you. Force the defender to commit, absorb the contact, and get to the line.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
First one falls for him. Stephen Curry hits them both. Here's Guerin. He kicks it to Baylor. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Baylor's got 22.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Baylor's gone 50% from deep tonight, making 2 of 4. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds, the 50-60s team will take it. The West All-Stars making a switch here. George is checked in. Robertson with it. He's got 14. Pass to Baylor. Yep, it counts. Baylor's got 11 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Gobert kicks to Curry. Outside for George. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 50s, 60s team.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And the first one drops. Simmons checked in for the West. Brown comes in for Steph Curry. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Pass to Baylor. Here is Lucas. Passes it to Kuzi. 5 on the clock. Now Reed over Gobert. Gobert with the block. Right side Simmons.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. The 50-60s team making a switch here. Jones is checked in. That one is no good.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the 50-60s team lead by 1. George looking around. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 7 points in the game.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
Timeout called the 50s-60s team.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here's the 50s-60s team. Kuzi passes to Guerin. Reed against Gobert. Fires from 14. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
The pass to Reed. Here's Kuzi. And it's blocked by Simmons. And that's out of bounds. The 50-60s team will keep it. Lillard's checked in for Paul. Here's Kuzi. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. The lead is 2. From deep, George drains the three-pointer. George has got 10 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Outside, George. Count it. Here's Kuzi. Kicks to Wilkins. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent. Superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Sabonis, he's checked in for the West. He hits both from the stripe. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 13. No good on the triple. Here's Kuzi. Covered by Lillard. Mikan's shot is good.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Lillard outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 16 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Pass to Baylor. From 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good. And the West All-Stars have possession. It's a three-point game.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
George against Wilkins. Baylor up top. Over George. The shot by Baylor, no good. Here's West now. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
They throw good, Paul George.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Kuzi passes to Pettit. Lays it up off the glass. Pettit's got his first 2 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
George against West. George with the bucket. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the West All-Stars.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Pass to Chamberlain. For 3, West. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And this is where the nickname comes from, Mr. Outside. West can kill you from distance.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George passes to Simmons. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Lillard attacking Simmons. Back to Lillard. From downtown. A shot, no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the West All-Stars. going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now West. So on the floor for the 50s, 60s team, we've got West. Chamberlain is out there with Baylor. And it's Kuzi in at the point.
Well, I tell you what, once Baylor gets into a groove the way he has tonight, he can absolutely carry the load on offense.
LeBron with it. Chamberlain picks him up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting for West All-Stars, LeBron James.
The first one falls.
You talk about LeBron James, he does it all. Defends, scores, rebounds, passes, high IQ, unselfish, a leader off the court as well as on.
The 50-60s team making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. This passes to Baylor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First free throw is good.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Doncic is checked in for the West. And so he hits both. And so Doncic will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 3-point lead. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. And as a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Here's Robertson. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Doncic finds Jokic. Sabonis against Russell. Lillard with no one around. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. West with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got 6 assists now in the game. James against Baylor. Pass to Lillard. Now Doncic. Chamberlain with the block. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. That gives them the lead. West has got 20 points.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
And now, running up the court, West pushing it up. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. West has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
To the inside. Count it. And the 50-60 team lead has been cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Jokic.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for the West, Giannis comes in for Domantas Sabonis, and Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Doncic kicks to Curry. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Robertson passes to Chamberlain. The shot, no good. Giannis with some nice D. James has a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Oscar Robertson. Robertson's got 6 rebounds in the game. West against James. And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Giannis against Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. Just 3 to shoot. Fader on the way. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Here's Antetokounmpo. And too long on the shot. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. It's a 1-point game to the middle. Here's Russell. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
To the paint. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Timeout called the 50s-60s team. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
Elgin Baylor on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Baylor's got 30 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Curry passes to Antetokounmpo. Jokic kicks to Doncic. Over West. Again, the West All-Star. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Jokic draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. He gets it in there.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
West dishes to Robertson. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. Robertson's got 20.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Doncic kicks to LeBron. Chamberlain with the block. West, right side. Robertson outside. There's the triple. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. James, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Baylor.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
West with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. And Baylor throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
13 feet away. Again, the West All-Stars.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Outside Baylor. The pass to West. Fires from the line, and that one good. West has got the game tied up here for the 50-60s team.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
With the teardrop and the rejection by Giannis. Robertson is double. Russell, and Bill Russell slams it in.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the West All-Stars.
And he is one cool customer, guys, isn't he? Every possession magnified down the stretch, but he's been ready with only one miss against his 6 mates. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Curry against Robertson. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
This is always the mindset of Bill Russell. When the game starts to tighten up, his focus amps up.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the block. Here's Baylor, and the dunk by Baylor.
An explosive athlete, the precursor to the high flyers, prone to the spectacular. Baylor with the strong move.
Curry against Robertson. Curry can't get it to go. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
The shot by Baylor, no good. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Antetokounmpo, no good. Here's the 50s-60s team. They've led by as much as 10. Giannis against Russell. Back to West. Shoots over Doncic. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment.
Shooting for West All-Stars, Stephen Curry. At the line for two.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Good on both.
He doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Passes to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Curry can't get it to go. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. 6-point lead. And it's West missing. Here's West now.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Curry's shot is off. And they're moving it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Elgin Baylor.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And so here are the West All-Stars, trailing here by 8. And out of bounds, the 50-60s team will take it. And it's the 50-60s team with the ball. And there's the pass to Chamberlain. Down low, here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, individually, Russell affects the game in so many ways. But as a teammate, I just think he elevates everybody else's play, makes them better.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brown comes in for LeBron. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Steph Curry. Then for the 50-60s team, Reed is checked in for Chamberlain. Jones comes in for Baylor. And Wilkins subbed in for West. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Outside Wilkins. So it's the 50-60s team picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.